So I'm here to evaluate Bruce's speech, and this is, I've actually had the honor of evaluating Bruce's previous speech, and I would like to say I saw a lot of improvements since the last one. However, I will be brief, because I have 2 to 3 minutes, and there were a few questions that we had to look at. Was the speaker's main message clearly stated in terms of the audience benefits, and I believe that it clearly was. Bruce's speech was very clear and pointed in the area of where this club and where Toastmasters is going as a whole. And I don't think that we, personally, me just by looking around the room, I don't think we have any questions or anything that he spoke about that really wasn't too clear. And he really came in and stated what his purpose was from the very beginning. We understood why he was here. The visual aids were perfect. He wasn't finagling around during his speech. Of course, there was one hiccup with the clicker, but it wasn't really that noticeable. It was very minor. Everything just was very seamless, and that's one of the issues sometimes that we do run into when we're presenting a speech on whatever, using technology. Sometimes the laptop may not be working, the login may not be working, the clicker battery may be dead, and that has happened sometimes. So we have to make sure that all of those things are in order before we actually get up and present. And Bruce, you did a phenomenal job with that. Great job as well at thinking on your feet. I know that sometimes we think ahead and try to master everything on what we are presenting, and I think some of the questions really came from another direction, and you said, hey, you know what, I'm really not sure, but this is what I think. And so I think it's very important that when we do present things, and if things aren't factual, we need to let our audience know, I'm not sure about this, but this is what I think, this is my opinion, and you clearly did that. The setup, as I mentioned before, was done before the speech. Great. One of the things I would like to see you improve on, and I did mention this before, was the rate of speech. It can be a bit fast at some moments when you are going through the speech, and I'm very glad that you were able to record it so you can kind of see it. Yeah. Also, when you were speaking, there were, I don't know if it was a bit of nervousness but just like a few stutters here and there, but that's to be expected. I do love, though, that you actually presented this with no notes, which shows that you rehearsed this speech and you actually know it. But I look forward to seeing your next speech, and just remember those little small key things to be able to have some effectiveness on your next speech. I mean, you gave us a plethora of information, and it was just very well presented, and I thank you for that. So
thank you.